Number 1 on Times Now, Super Prime Time.
Opening the debate with Maroof Raza, Sushil Pandit on one side, Shabnam Lone and Pirzada Mohd Amin Shah, who's the Secretary of the Muslim Personal Law Board of Jammu and Kashmir on the other, will be joined by the Hurriyat representative Naeem Khan and Sushant Sareen in a couple of minutes. Now, Pirzada Mohd Amin Shah, I want to start with you. On 23rd March 2003, 24 Hindus were massacred by Pakistan in Nandimarg in Jammu and Kashmir. The Pakistan Army organized the operation, you know about it. Today, do you think these shameless paid agents of the Pakistanis who call themselves the Hurriyat, do you think they should have spared a thought for the 11 men, 11 women and 2 children who were shot dead, execution style, after being lined up by the terrorists on that day before they chose to attend this event?
अर्नब जी, जहाँ तक 24 मार्च नंदी मरेग का मामला है, एब्सोल्युटली अगर जो कुछ भी जहाँ जो मारा गया है हम उसको कंडेम करते हैं, वो इंसानियत का खून हुआ है। किसने किया है ये आज तक भी अभी ट्रेस आउट नहीं हुआ है, लेकिन जिसने भी किया गलत हुआ है, दहशतगर्दी है।
सुशील पंडित, आप ये मत कहिए किसने किया है, ये पाकिस्तान ने किया है, ये पाकिस्तान ने करवाया है। आप ऐसे झूठ मत बोलिए पिरजादा जी, ये पाकिस्तान ने किया है। पाकिस्तान ने जैसे अब्दुल गनी लोन को 2002 में पाकिस्तान ने जैसे अब्दुल गनी लोन को मारा था, पाकिस्तान ने मारा था, पाकिस्तान ने अब्दुल गनी लोन को मारा था और पाकिस्तान ने नंदीमार्ग का मैसेकर किया था। आप क्यों पाकिस्तान को डिफेंड कर रहे हैं?
किसने किया? वो
पाकिस्तान ने किया।
नहीं,
आपको कैसे
बात को डाल के सिर्फ चलाते हैं, सिर्फ ये रफू चक्कर हो जाते हैं।
क्या कहना चाहते हैं?
24 लोगों का आपको दिख रहा है, हम ये मान के चलते हैं वो गलत हो गया है
क्या?
लेकिन बाकी जो 80,000 लोग मरे वो आपको दिखाई नहीं दे रहे हैं। दिस इज शेम ऑन योर पार्ट।
2 वर्ष के बच्चे ने
यू आर नॉट अ ट्रू इंडियन, यू आर नॉट ट्रू हिंदू।
Don't
आपको ये भी देखना चाहिए, जो भी कोई मरा है अगर वो इंसानियत का कत्ल है, नंबर 1। नंबर 2
साहब,
आप ये कह रहे हैं कि
अगर मगर मत कीजिए, आप बहाने मत बनाइए।
अगर मगर की बात नहीं है,
बिल्कुल आप अगर
बलानी भी फिर रेड कॉर्पेट पसंद करता है, वो भी पेड एजेंट है, फिर आईएसआई का उससे पैसा मिल रहा है। आपका मणिशंकर अय्यर भी फिर वो भी इसी का है। आपके जावड़ेकर साहब जी वो
सब जाने माने नाम
गए हैं,
यही आपको बैसाखियां देते हैं। जी हाँ, हम जानते हैं इस देश में कुछ आधा दर्जन लोग ऐसे हैं जो आपको बैसाखियां देते हैं चलने के लिए।
कह लीजिए कि
You always hide behind these usual suspects. You have always only these handful of names who you brandish as certificates of innocence.
आप पहले रूलिंग
You are complicit in this and please do not prevaricate.
It is not that.
Today it is 13 years to the last day. 24 people were killed in cold blood. You have to be honest on this day.
लत पड़ी है। I think you are the person जो इसको हाईलाइट कर रहे हैं, and these are not issues to be addressed.
मैं क्या करूं?
करने का है,
इसे छुपाऊं?
नहीं कर रहे हैं।
इसके बारे में झूठ बोलूं क्या? क्या करूं? आप क्या एक्सपेक्ट करते हैं मुझसे? मैं कहूं कि उस दिन कुछ नहीं हुआ था, वो 24 लोग पैदा नहीं हुए थे। मैं क्या कहूं आपसे?
I'll tell you something.
Pirzada
Mohd Amin Shah, मेरी बात जरा सुने प्लीज। आप बहुत डिस्टर्ब हो रहे हैं। हर बार जब पाकिस्तान का नाम लिया जाता है, आप सुनिए मेरी बात प्लीज listen to me. You get very disturbed when I say anything about Pakistan. When I speak the truth, when I speak the truth,
जब मैं आपको सच बता रहा हूं तो
when I speak the truth, you get disturbed. 1 second, let me complete.
No, not at all. Let me complete.
And I wish to share. I wish to share with viewers who I wish to.
आंख से देख रहे हैं और सबसे बड़ा देखिए एक बात में क्लियर
पीरजादा साहब कहते हैं कि हमको लत पड़ी है।
तस्लीम करता हूं कि हम गुलाम
आप मैसेकर्स की लत का शिकार हैं।
सलूक कर रहे हैं। दिस इज नॉट फेयर।
नरसंहार की लत का शिकार है,
और आपके बातें
आप खुरेसी की लत का शिकार है।
कश्मीर डिस्प्यूट इज देयर फ्रॉम लास्ट 63 years, 66 years। ये लोग आते जाते हैं, गवर्नमेंट इनको भेजते हैं, उस वक्त
You handful of people are talking about the dispute.
Why don't you address
Pirzada Mohd Amin Shah, now let me hear you. Pirzada Mohd Amin Shah, I wish to tell you the reality if you care to listen. I wish to tell you the reality. I wish to tell you the reality if you care to listen. 1 minute, just 1 minute, just 1 minute, 1 minute, 1 minute, sir. I wish to tell you the reality so that viewers know today. I said, now hear me. I said very clearly that I don't feel sorry for those people who shamelessly have gone to the Pakistan High Commission today. I question where they stand vis-a-vis that. Aap suniye meri baat. I'm saying something now. Don't disturb me, sir. You hear me, sir? Zara aap bhi to sune. 2 minute के लिए सुने. जो मैं कहूंगा आपको बिल्कुल अच्छा नहीं लगेगा, शबनम लोन को भी अच्छा नहीं लगेगा, मगर सुने तो।
यू कैन, यू आर यू कैन। मैंने पहले ही कहा ना, हम गुलाम हैं, हम वो मानते हैं।
आप सुनिए, कोई गुलाम नहीं है, कोई गुलाम नहीं है। आप सुनिए बात, आज आप बात सुनिए। हम सब सच के गुलाम हैं, हम सब सच के गुलाम हैं, हम सब जो इस प्रोग्राम में हैं आज, हम लोग सब शबनम लोन, 1 मिनट, शबनम लोन हियर मी नाउ, हम लोग सब सच के गुलाम हैं। और सच तो मैं आज कहूंगा, और मैं कहूंगा कि आप देखिए, एक तरफ ये शेमलेस लोग हैं जो जाते हैं पाकिस्तान हाई कमिश्नर में और वहां पे जाके कहते हैं कि बासित जी, आई होप यू आर वेरी वेरी हैप्पी दैट आई हैव कम टू टू ग्रीट यू एंड टू सेलिब्रेट पाकिस्तान's national day with you. These people, what do they call themselves? The Hurriyat. They can't win a mohalla election and they say they represent the people of Jammu and Kashmir. Now you know what happened today and why I am upset, Shabnam Lone, is because today is the 23rd of March. And on the 23rd of March, you know what happened? Yeah. Pakistan paid a group of people to enter the Nandimarg village near Shopia in Pulwama. These Hindus were dragged out of their homes. They were then lined up and from very close range they were shot with automatic weapons. There were 11 women and 2 children. They were not spared by these Pakistanis. They took 11 women and 2 children and they shot them point blank range. 2 children. आप सुनिए मेरी बात, रोकिए बात मुझे अभी प्लीज। सच कड़वी होती है, सुनिए आप आज। और you know what happened after that? You know what happened after that? Then there are reports that they disfigured the bodies of some of the victims. After killing them, Shabnam Lone, they disfigured the bodies, these Pakistanis. You know what they did? Then they looted the homes. They looted the homes. No, let me complete. And you know what they did, these shameless Pakistanis? Okay. They robbed the ornaments from the bodies of the dead women. This happened on the 23rd of March. A black day in the history of India. The blackest day in the history of Kashmir. And today on the same day, did any of these shameless, paid Pakistani puppets confront the Mr. Basit on what his country did on our soil on the 23rd of March? Did he ever bother raking this up with Abdul Basit or using this opportunity as a photo op to advocate the separatist cause? Is there no conscience? कोई इंसानियत नहीं है, कुछ नहीं है। और इसी दिन जाके आप पाकिस्तान नेशनल डे सेलिब्रेट कर रहे हैं। You think, Shabnam Lone, that जितने लोग हैं आज प्रोग्राम देख रहे हैं देश भर में, वो पूछेंगे नहीं वो सवाल उन लोगों से जो गुलाम है पाकिस्तानियों के, भारतीय होते हुए? अब चुप क्यों हो गए पीरजादा जी?
अर्नब जी, कैन आई आंसर नाउ?
अब चुप क्यों हो गए पीरजादा जी? Yes,
can I answer now?
हो गया, आप तो बात सुनिए, लिसन।
अर्नब जी, कैन आई आंसर?
चुप हो गया, मुझे आपके सोचने और
प्लीज मुझे बोलने, पीरजादा साहब, नाउ लेट मी आंसर।
मेरे पे पर्सनल कमेंट्स करके कोई फायदा नहीं होगा पीरजादा जी, बहुत आप सीनियर आदमी हैं।
पीरजादा साहब, आप मुझे बोलने दीजिए।
मैं नहीं सुनने वाला पर्सनल कमेंट।
टाइम यू आर रेजिंग फिगर अगेंस्ट इंडियन आर्मी।
Arnab, can I come in now?
पाकिस्तान ने
Indian Army non-stop nowadays. That's the only argument. You are sitting there safe because of the Indian Army. You be grateful to the Indian Army. Be grateful to the Indian Army that you're sitting there safe in your house tonight.
Pirzada Sahab, there is an old Zulu saying. The Zulu saying is, a dog with a bone never barks. Pakistani High Commission pays Hurriyat to keep shut about these massacres.
जावड़ेकर जी को भी पेड कर रहे हैं वो, फिर मनीशंकर अय्यर को भी, और जितने भी उन्होंने
No, we are talking about the Hurriyat.
हाँ,
पेड कर रहे हैं ना वो.
उसके बारे में बताएंगे.
Let Shabnam Lone respond tonight. Shabnam Lone respond tonight. Why today? Why on the 23rd of March do you have to go and celebrate Pakistan National Day with the Pakistanis? I'd like Shabnam Lone and Maroof Raza to come to the debate. Shabnam and then Maroof Raza. Yes, please. Yes, Shabnam Lone, tell us.
Arnab, please let me come in.
Crying shame that we've sent a minister to that event. Go ahead.
Okay. First of all, let me state, hate is never right and love is never wrong. Question is, you were referring to this very tragic, dastardly incident that happened in Kashmir 2 decades back. But Arnab, where is
Not
your
2 decades back, 13 years back. Don't try and play it down.
A daughter who saw her father, where is your sensitivity? A daughter who saw her father being gunned down in the most brutal manner. My father was gunned down, 41 bullets my father took. Should we divide this hate, this death into religion now? Can we
Where
say
does
that
religion
a
come in? Where does religion come in? The fundamental question is, the fundamental question tonight.
Listen to me.
The fundamental question tonight, Shabnam Lone, you listen to me. No, you listen to me, Shabnam Lone.
It is not expected of a person of your caliber. No, it is not expected of a person of your caliber to always just refer to the fact that only a particular community was hurt. Am I not hurt?
Shabnam Lone,
that tragedy was
Shabnam Lone, therefore let me say this to you, Shabnam Lone.
The justice
Shabnam
is to
Lone,
be doled out by the
Shabnam
state.
Lone, do not try and obfuscate what happened on the 23rd of March. I raised the question of the 23rd of March.
In this case, what has the government of Jammu and Kashmir done in the case of those pandits
Don't dodge it now. Maroof will respond.
It is not the Kashmiri Muslim who will give you justice.
Don't dodge it.
It is the state which has to give justice.
Don't dodge it.
No,
don't dodge it.
That bitter karate was not let off by the Kashmiris. He was let off by the courts. He was let off by the Indian judicial system.
I
question why he was let off.
Have you finished, ma'am? Can I say something to you now?
Why did you leave him?
Can I say something to you now?
You left a murderer out on the streets. Why was he let off? It is the
I say it's a crying shame. It's a crying shame that we have to stand as mute witness to these collaborations between the Pakistanis and their paid agents tonight. And you want to ask, it's a crime. Let me speak now. I have heard you long enough. And Shabnam Lone, now you need to hear me. You need to hear me now, Miss Lone. You need to hear me now, Miss Lone.
I don't take this seriously. You don't allow Hurriyat people to come out of their homes. Why did you allow them to come to Delhi? Why is New Delhi so helpless?
Miss Lone, if you have finished your speech, let me now respond to you.
That you have, by allowing Hurriyat to go to the Pakistan High Commission, Hurriyat now is undoubtedly a third party to the dispute.
Absolutely not. That's a narrative that you wish to play. Absolutely not. And now let me respond to you, Shabnam Lone, because I've heard you for long enough, and now you need to hear me as well. Because I heard you, and you need to hear me. So be fair tonight and listen to my response to that. Maroof will respond to you. Shabnam Lone, now please calm down and listen to me. Shabnam Lone, I began tonight the Newshour by saying, in case you did not hear me, and it will not be possible for you to hear me unless you stop speaking. I said on top of Newshour tonight that there is every reason to question why the Indian government sent Prakash Javadekar, a union minister, to attend the Pakistan Day celebrations, because in my mind it is just not right that an Indian minister should be sharing the same platform that Pakistan extends to the separatists for such an event. It is just not right. It is, let me complete, and then Miss Shabnam Lone, please come in after that. And I don't want to have to continue to speak over you, but it is not right that an Indian minister should be attending a Pakistan Day event on the 13th anniversary of the Nandi Marg massacre. But Shabnam Lone, have you ever questioned the Pakistanis over the exodus of thousands of Kashmiri Pandits from the valley? Have you questioned the Pakistanis over their involvement in the massacre of 23 Kashmiri Pandits by the Lashkar-e-Toiba in Wandhama on January 25th, 1998, where the victims included 4 children?
What has Javadekar done? Ask Prakash
And
Javadekar.
Maroof will respond. Maroof now, please. Maroof. Maroof, please.
Why don't you question Prakash Javadekar?
Maroof,
I'm sure,
I question all who are wrong. Maroof now, please.
Shabnam ji, please. I think, Arnab, I just want to sort of take back the debate to originally the questions that you had raised. The first point I want to sort of do is to point fingers. Shabnam ji, please hear me out. I want to raise questions about this government's policy in dealing with Pakistan. I think they've made a complete hash of it. It is the same government who called off talks at Foreign Secretary level because the Hurriyat leadership met the High Commissioner, Mr. Basit. The same government is now allowing the Hurriyat leaders to come and meet Mr. Basit and sending our minister out there to give it a veneer of respectability. To that extent, the last UPA government at least got one thing right. That on one occasion they sent a joint secretary to attend the Pakistan Day celebration. That was diplomatic niceties that had to be kept. Why do you have to send? Last year you sent General VK Singh. This year you send Mr. Javadekar. I mean, it's an absolute. Are we so beholden to people who are driving a Pakistan policy? To my understanding, it is being driven by people in Washington. It is not being handled by Delhi itself, because we are doing what the world is asking us to do, is to acknowledge Pakistan's position on Kashmir, and which is upsetting. So that's the first point. The second point I want to raise, if Miss Andrabi was booked last year for raising anti-India slogans and Pakistani flag, nothing came out of it. She did the same this year. Whereas recently the dissenters who raised anti-India slogans did a term in jail and started a whole debate in the country about what is sedition and what is not. Why is it that we are not able to extend the same argument to her seditious activities, and we are giving her the freedom not just to raise flag year on year, but to abuse us in public and come and humiliate our country by attending the Pakistan Day celebrations both here and in Srinagar. I hold the political leadership both in Delhi and Srinagar responsible for this complete mess in dealing with the Kashmir issue. The third thing which I want to raise is that the Hurriyat leadership, as Arnab you have rightly brought out, is a discredited lot, but we are giving them the political space by allowing them to move around freely. If we have does Pakistan allow any elements in POK or Gilgit-Baltistan or Baluchistan to raise flags of India whenever they wish to? They are not allowed any freedom to do so. So why everything else is quid pro quo when you deal with another neighboring country? Why is it that they are given more rope here and we are completely subservient to their requirements in their own territory out there? There is absolutely a bankruptcy in dealing with Pakistan and the Kashmir issue.
All this.
And this government has let me and many others down who expected better from it when dealing with Pakistan and Hurriyat. And finally, for Hurriyat, I can only say the Constitution of India, and I think Ms. Lone will agree with me on that.
Let the Hurriyat representative Naeem Khan, who's on the program, respond to you.
Of the Kashmiris, and that includes the Pandit. Arnab, what I want to bring out is a very important point. The Constitution of India also protects the rights of Pandits in Kashmir, and the other residents and citizens of India, including the President of India, are not allowed to purchase land and acquire any status in Kashmir. Whereas these people who question who did the massacre in Nandigram must understand that are we so foolish to massacre our own people to create a demographic divide out there, which has been Pakistan agenda from 1990 onwards, that to completely upset the population balance and then claim Kashmir on the basis of religion, which has been their argument since 1947. So we are giving them, by virtue of denying them a complete blame and pointing fingers at them, we are ipso facto accepting that Pakistan is doing the right thing, and that is what I want to tell Mr.
As far as the Hurriyat is
Period.
concerned, Maroof, joining us on the debate is Naeem Khan. And Naeem Khan is among those people who has unfortunately gone and bowed down, prostrated himself, done an Ashtanga Pranam today before the Pakistanis. So, Mr. Naeem Khan, I hope you can hear me. Have you no self-respect?
Yes.
Have you, you know, you call yourself Hurriyat, you can't even win a Mohalla election, you know that. Have you no self-respect? No sense of self-pride? Are you so beholden? Are you so much on the payrolls of Pakistan that whenever your Pakistani master orders you, you do exactly his bidding? All this, Naeem Khan, while holding an Indian passport. You hold an Indian passport and you have a Pakistani master.
Wrong. You are misled.
You have an Indian passport and you have a Pakistani master.
No, you are wrong.
You have a Pakistani master.
You are wrong. I don't have any Indian passport.
Are you an Indian?
Maroof, basically.
No, are you an Indian? Don't try and get rhetorical with me. Answer the question.
Let you have patience.
Answer the question, Naeem Khan.
Naeem Khan.
You should question. Naeem Khan. Are you going to listen to me? Are you going to listen to me?
Prakash, you should question Mr. Dulat, and they were there. Why don't you ask them? Why don't you question their presence? Why are you questioning on the presence of Hurriyat Leaders?
Because you
Why don't you question the presence of Mr. A.S. Dulat? Because A.S. Dulat, ex-RAW chief, ex-IB chief, he was invited. Prakash Javadkar was there. Other Indians were there. Why are you making so hue and cry when Hurriyat conference leaders are there?
First of all,
it's a precedent.
Because Mr. Dulat is not...
20 long years.
One second.
Invite Hurriyat conference.
Mr. Naeem Khan. Mr. Naeem Khan. I'll tell you why. Because I can prove right now. Because I can prove right now, if you care to just listen to me for a while. And please don't think that I get any pleasure in exposing you on Newshour. Trust me, I feel embarrassed to have to expose you. But I will have to do so today. Because proof number one, on 2 occasions, in August 2014, and if you have not forgotten, in August 2015, when a template for direct bilateral engagement had been laid down by both countries, Pakistan chose to engage with you with the sole intention to derail talks, knowing fully well that India would not welcome the involvement of so-called third parties, and you most loyally immediately did whatever your master ordered you to. So today, at least have the decency to admit on the Newshour tonight that you are beholden to your Pakistani masters. Please say so, that you have Pakistani masters. Are you embarrassed to say so?
Behave as a decent anchor.
Sushil Pandit and Sushant Sareen.
Decent anchor. You invited us. I have not been here on myself. You invited me, so be decent while talking to Hurriyat Leaders.
I'm being very decent and asking you a question very decently, in as decent a manner, in as being direct is being very decent. Now you want to go on those channels which are indirect? I think they are being indecent with the truth. I will be direct and decent with the truth, and if the truth is not palatable to you, then say tonight, Naeem Khan, that I cannot answer your questions because now let me get more specific. Now let me get more specific and show how you rushed to your Pakistani master's aid when Pakistan committed itself to talk but didn't want them to go ahead. In August 2014, if you have not forgotten, despite a stern warning to the Pakistani side by the then Indian Foreign Secretary that meeting this Pakistani puppets lot who call themselves the Hurriyat will tantamount to interference in India's internal affairs, your master immediately called you, your master summoned you, and you answered your master, sabotaging what was meant to be a purely bilateral engagement. Proof number 2 tonight that you're beholden to your Pakistani masters. You have no independence. You have no right thinking of your own. You don't even think for yourself anymore. Your thought process is copyrighted in Rawalpindi. Naeem Khan, सच अगर बोलूंगा तो आप आंसर नहीं कर पाएंगे. फिर बोलेंगे be decent. I am thoroughly decent tonight. And look how you're not being able to answer a single question. When the 2 NSAs were due to meet in New Delhi in August 2015, yes, go ahead.
You hold on your tongue. Hold on your tongue. it is basically, it's India and Pakistan have been talking about Kashmir. They are at loggerheads over Kashmir, and the Kashmiri people, the resistance leadership, Hurriyat leadership is the main stakeholder in Kashmir. You have to, it was NDA, last NDA government under the leadership of Vajpayee. You invited at that time the Hurriyat leadership. Why are you inviting?
One second. Sushant Sareen was saying something. Sushant Sareen is saying something. I let Sushant Sareen come in. Sushant Sareen, I am so happy we have a Hurriyat representative on the program tonight. I am so happy we have a Hurriyat representative on the program tonight. Naeem Khan, I cannot tell you how happy I am that you are on the program tonight, because I am getting an opportunity to ask you some direct questions, and it's time that people like you faced a little bit of the kind of music. So let me ask you one question today. Let me ask you one question today. Naeem Khan, you hear me now, Mr. Khan? Mr. Khan, hear me now. Mr. Khan, Sushant, I'm sorry. I know I want to come to you right now after this, but I am tempted to ask one more question so that this gentleman on the screen, Naeem Khan, and his Pakistani, pro-Pakistani group of Pakistani puppets is exposed completely and totally on television tonight. Naeem Khan, take a deep breath, relax, don't get angry, and answer the next question. Answer the next question. Answer the next question. My next question, viewers.
You are only questioning the presence of Hurriyat Khan.
Viewers, yeah. Oh my God, of course you are beholden to Pakistan. They sponsor you, they fund you. It's all right. Naeem Khan, सुन लीजिए मेरी बात. मेरा अगला सवाल. I have not completed with you. My अगला सवाल.
Don't raise your voice.
अगला सवाल. I am not raising my voice.
You try to demean the Hurriyat Khan. That's why we are never glad to be in your program. So if you want to question my presence, let you have my point of view.
Right.
As you heard the point of view of Maroof
Mr. Khan, listen to me. I know you for a long time now, and I know you are never happy to be on my program. I wonder why you are happy to be on other kind of programs. You want us to do programs to make you happy or to ask you the direct question? I am not in the business of making you happy. You can go on those channels where you are very happy. I am not naming them. There are some channels where you are very happy. Now, Mr. Naeem Khan. Mr. Naeem Khan, listen to me. Mr. Khan, have you ever questioned Pakistan? People across India watching now, have you ever questioned Pakistan about the way in which they murdered Mirwais Maulvi Farooq in 1990?
It is, Arnab, you are digging the graves. Nothing.
Oh no, I am speaking the truth.
Kashmir, it is a dispute. India and Pakistan.
Have you ever questioned Pakistan about the way in which Pakistan murdered Abdul Ghani Lone in 2002?
If you go to the past, then you have to answer.
It is very much in the ambit of the present, Mr. Khan. It is in the ambit of the present.
In Kashmir,
it is in the ambit of the present, Mr. Khan.
In Kashmir, you are not me. It's in Amnesty International challenging the human rights record in Kashmir.
International.
So don't try to
we don't
blame
know
this
who
and
manages
that.
Amnesty International.
Kashmir.
Anyway, now Maroof, Sushant Sareen wants to counter you. Sushant Sareen and then Maroof Raza will come into the debate. I think right now is the moment where none of my questions have been answered by the Hurriyat spokesperson. Sushant, yes please. Over to you.
Arnab, actually, I think I heard something very remarkable in your program today from Mr. Naeem Khan. I don't know, maybe my ears are ringing, so I'm reading too much into it. But here is this Hurriyat fellow who's actually putting himself on the same pedestal and seeking his defense for attending the Pakistan Day celebrations in terms of retired Indian bureaucrats and a Minister of State of the Indian government attending the program. Now, is that his defense? Because to me, that sounds like a tectonic shift from what or the shamelessness with which the Hurriyat guys used to go to the Pakistan High Commission. He is not taking that level of position anymore. He's actually seeking defense in attending that ceremony in the fact that Mr. Javdekar or Mr. Dullat or somebody else attended that ceremony. Maybe I'm reading too much into it, but I thought that was significant. But apart from that, everything else which the gentleman says, I think it smacks of a kind of fear. actually a dread which they have that if they are seen to be going against the Pakistani wishes, then their lives and their properties will be at stake. I think that is something which many of the top leaders of the so-called Hurriyat conference, including the two names you've mentioned of the Mirwais Farooq and of Mr. Abdul Ghani Roan, both of whom actually tried to distance themselves from the Pakistani position and had to pay for that act of strength with their lives. So I think that is very important. And so if a person like Naeem Khan is shaking in his feet and can't speak the truth, I can completely understand that. But for him to then take the position and say that he actually represents the people of Kashmir, there is absolutely no proof he has in saying that. I could just as well say that I represent the people of India, which I don't. The people of India are represented by the elected representatives of the people of India who are sitting in Parliament. Similarly, the people of Kashmir are represented by the elected representatives who are sitting in the Kashmir Assembly, not by these guys who probably just collect about 15, 20, 100 people, shout slogans, wave a few flags, try and provoke a certain a certain reaction on the streets of Kashmir, and then claim to be representatives of the Kashmiri people. I don't think they can take that position anymore. I don't think anybody is ready to buy that stand on their part anymore. They have to prove that on the street.
Absolutely. And when I come back, I'm taking just a 120-second break, Naeem Khan, just in order to let you take a deep breath and think about what you're saying. When I come back, Maroof, I'm going to ask Naeem Khan, what is it that draws him so close to Rawalpindi? Mr. Naeem Khan, when I come back, why do you love Rawalpindi so much is what I'm going to ask you. So don't go away. Hold on, Maroof, with your thought. Only 2 minutes. I'm back. 2 minutes and I'm back on the Newshour. This debate is only warming up. Okay, going back to the debate right now, and we have a Hurriyat representative, Naeem Khan, on the program. Maroof wanted to say something to him. Now, Maroof, before I come to you, my view on this is absolutely clear. I'm reiterating it tonight. It was not right for an Indian minister to be attending a Pakistan Day event when Pakistan has done nothing in the context of the Pathankot attacks. It's not right for an Indian minister to be there on the 13th anniversary of the Nandimarg massacre, and when Pakistan detains the Jaish-e-Mohammed chief but does not name him in the FIR on the Pathankot attack, there was no need. We should have sent an undersecretary level officer if required, but certainly not Minister Prakash Javadekar. Strategic and diplomatic mistake. When Pakistan lets the 26/11 attack trial slip into limbo and we reward them by sending them a minister, unacceptable. Now, Maroof, let's go back to the issue of these paid puppets called the Hurriyat. Yes, Sushil Pandit, coming to you. I think Maroof wanted to make a point to the Hurriyat before that. Yes, Maroof.
Arnab, I just want to make one or two small points. First point is that, Mr. Pirzada quoted Mr. Dulat's book. He also said that Mr. Dulat was there in the Pakistan High Commission.
That's Naeem Khan of the Hurriyat. He said that.
That in the same book, Mr. Dulat has also said that, no, even before that, Mr. Pirzada also referred to him. What I want to say is that Mr. Dulat has also said the difference between India and Pakistan is that when Hurriyat people toe the anti-Indian line, at best we can book them. In the case of Pakistan, they will shoot them dead. And that is the fear which doesn't allow them to point fingers directly at those people who are sponsored from Pakistan to create a climate of fear in Kashmir and create this constant divide between the Kashmiris, including the Pandits and the Muslim population that has been there for generations. That's the first point. The second thing is, when Indians argue, and there are a whole lot of these candlelight wallas who argue that we cannot choose our neighbors, we have no choice, so we have to engage Pakistan. Why is it that we failed to engage China after the 62 invasion? For almost more than a decade, till mid-1970s, we cut off complete diplomatic links with China. Here, Pakistan has been killing thousands of Indians, and we are still humoring them by sending ministers, by engaging with them, by even the Prime Minister parachuting into Lahore for Nawaz Sharif's family wedding. I mean, what is going on? Where is it that they've got it right? These guys in South Block are obliged to Mr. Basit for having arranged the back channel meeting between Mr.
Maroof, we are going to get nothing out of it.
And General Janjua in Bangkok.
Maroof,
Maroof,
you know and I know this, Maroof.
So they are paying back.
No, Maroof,
this
you
is
know
payback time for Mr. Basit and giving him credibility.
Maroof,
that is why I'm disillusioned.
You know this. You know this, Maroof. Maroof, a man of your experience and your stature in the field of strategic affairs, you know we will get nothing out of this candy floss diplomacy. But I would like to ask the Hurriyat representative and Mr. Pirzada
Absolutely.
tonight.
I cannot
let the Hurriyat representative
Absolutely.
and let Mr. Pirzada tell us tonight. Please tell me, Naeem Khan, itni besharmi,
Arnab, let me
itni besharmi, Naeem Khan, that you, one of the people out there, actually, she organizes a Pakistan flag waving ceremony in Srinagar. What is her name? This venomous, acidic, anti-India person, Asia Andrabi. She organizes a Pakistan flag hoisting ceremony in Srinagar on our soil and plays a video where she calls for the liberation of Kashmir. Are you not, do you have any doubt about the fact that you are a Pakistani agent, Mr. Naeem Khan? How dare you wave and hoist the Pakistani flag on Indian soil? You tell the viewers tonight. No, enough. Our patience has snapped. You tell us. You tell us, did she hoist a Pakistani flag? Did she hoist a Pakistani flag? Did she hoist a Pakistani flag? Yes, Mr. Pirzada, what are you saying? Did she hoist a Pakistani flag? Did she hoist a Pakistani flag?
Pakistan have to sit.
Did she hoist a Pakistani flag or not? I am asking you, why aren't you answering my question? Why aren't you answering my question? My question to you is this. My question is this. My question is this. Mr. Naeem Khan. Mr. Naeem Khan. Mr. Naeem Khan, don't pretend you can't hear me. You can hear me, and Mr. Naeem Khan, I don't want to raise my voice with you. But please tell all the viewers tonight why the Dukhtara-e-Millat and Asia Andrabi, who is, by the way, another of those attendees and invitees at the Pakistan Day celebrations, why she has organized an event where the Pakistani flag is being waved. Why is she hoisting the Pakistani flag on our soil?
Pakistan invited me, and it is my choice.
I am asking you why a member of the Hurriyat is waving a Pakistani flag on our soil. I am asking you.
And we went there.
Mr. Naeem Khan, listen. Mr. Naeem Khan, listen to me. Why did Asia Andrabi? Let Mr. Pirzada tell me this. Mr. Pirzada, tell me this. Why did Asia Andrabi? Why should Asia Andrabi get away with waving a Pakistani flag on our soil?
Does Mr. Naeem Khan attend? Does Mr. Naeem Khan attend?
वो इसका जवाब सही दे सकती है. So for my
does Mr. Naeem Khan?
No, what do you mean? What do you mean? वो इसका जवाब अच्छी नहीं है. Sorry, Mr. Pirzada.
आप irritate क्यों हो रहे हो?
Mr. Pirzada.
एक ही तरफ का पॉजिटिव रखते हैं.
मैं Mr. Pirzada आपको सवाल पूछ रहा हूँ कि आप सुनिए Mr. Pirzada. Mr. Pirzada सुनिए. A lot of respect for you at a personal level. Now listen to me. ये है फिक्स्ड मैच. एक तरफ देता है और एक तरफ लेता है. It's a fixed match between the Hurriyat and the Pakistani. And the problem with you is, आपको प्रॉब्लम हमसे इसलिए है क्योंकि हम इस फिक्स्ड मैच को एक्सपोज कर रहे हैं आज टीवी पर. एक भी सवाल का जवाब आज हुर्रियत के रिप्रेजेंटेटिव दे नहीं पाए न्यूज़ार में. आप तो इस बात का जवाब दीजिए. आप सुनिए मेरी बात. अरे भाई धैर्य रखिए. मेरी बात सुनिए. Why did Asia Andrabi? Mr. Pirzada, why did Asia Andrabi organize a celebration? I can understand Mr. Basit, वो तो पाकिस्तानी है, उनको पाकिस्तान से पैसा मिलता है. आप सुनिए मेरी बात. पिरजादा जी, मैं बात खत्म करूं उसके बाद कहिए. पिरजादा जी सुनिए मेरी बात खत्म नहीं हुई. जरा दो, बस 30 मिनट में दोहरा दूंगा उस बात को. देखिए, ये जो अब्दुल बासित है, उनकी तनख्वाह, उनकी सैलरी, उनका खाना पीना, उनका मकान, उनका सब कुछ पाकिस्तान की सरकार देती है. इसलिए वो पाकिस्तान डे सेलिब्रेट करते हैं. वो पाकिस्तानी हैं. मगर मुझे ये बात बताइए कि आसिया अंद्राबी क्या है? क्या वो पाकिस्तानी हैं? क्या आसिया अंद्राबी पाकिस्तानी हैं कि श्रीनगर में बैठे बैठे पाकिस्तान के झंडे को इस तरह से लहरा रही हैं और पाकिस्तान डे सेलिब्रेशंस वो कर रही है? वो कौन है? वो क्या डेप्यूटी हाई कमिश्नर है पाकिस्तान के श्रीनगर में बैठे हुए? वो कौन है? उनको क्या मिलता है? नहीं, आप मुझे बताइए कि भारत के लोग आज देख रहे हैं वो कौन है? वो कश्मीरी है, वो पाकिस्तानी है कि क्या है? आप मुझे बताइए।
शी इज कश्मीरी।
No, she's a Pakistan. If she's Kashmiri, why is she hoisting the Pakistani flag? Why?
You can better. It is better to.
No, I'm sorry. Sushil Pandit. No, that's the point. You don't want to answer the basic question. Sushil Pandit.
Pirzada Sahab.
What should be done with the person who waves the Pakistani flag? The person should go through the entire legal process and be locked up.
Yes.
Sushil Pandit.
Unless and until
Sushil Pandit.
Kashmir issue will not be addressed.
Pirzada Sahab. Pirzada
ये बातें होती
Sahab.
रहेंगी।
कुछ सेकंड आपसे मांगता हूं।
अरे कुछ सेकंड
She doesn't wave only the Pakistani flag all the time, Pirzada Sahab. The defense is when she is not waving a Pakistani flag, she is waving an ISIS flag.
Yeah.
For Pakistani flag, she gets paid money. For ISIS flag, she is currently waving it pro bono. And another reason why she continues to wave these flags is since last year, on 23rd of March, when she waved this flag, till today, to the last day of 365 days, not once has she been taken to courts or jail. She has not been made to pay for it. She has been given encouragement to do so. And she will continue to do so.
Agency is the law enforcement agency.
Sir, the problem is you have been given a long rope to continue doing what you are doing.
Listen to me.
Indian state has not told you clearly that your mission is impossible, which is why you have brought the entire state of Jammu and Kashmir to utter ruin. You have sold an impossible dream to Kashmiris and you have completely destroyed their future.
आपको एक ही चीज दिखाई देती है, दूसरी चीज दिखाई नहीं
पीरजादा साहब, मुझे सब कुछ दिखाई दे रहा है।
मारूफ
सिर्फ दिखाई दे रहा है, मैंने भुगता है उसको।
And now we are hearing
5 लाख लोगों ने आपकी एक-एक कारस्तानी को भुगता है।
Reward and respect for you.
पीरजादा साहब,
the way you are projecting it, that is not fair.
No, but why should we watch this fixed match? Now we are told that Basit and Mirwais will talk tomorrow at 1 p.m. So, one second. Now we are told, and this will be interesting for the Hurriyat representative. 1 minute, just 1 minute. We are now told that Basit will sit down and have formal talks with Mirwais at 1 p.m. tomorrow. I mean, who does Mirwais represent?
No,
Can he win a mohalla election, Naeem Khan? Naeem Khan, वो अपने घर के बाहर सड़क पे जाए तो सड़क का इलेक्शन भी जीत नहीं पाएंगे। वो क्या कह रहे हैं? ये क्या टॉक्स है? ये क्या फ्रॉड है? और दूसरी बात, now answer me. Why did Asiya Andrabi wave a Pakistani flag? Why did she do that?
These are two questions.
No, answer the second question first. Answer the second question first. Answer the second question first.
I will answer both.
No,
I will answer both. First, you said whom Hurriyat conference is representing.
No, I want you to answer the second question first. I want you to answer the second question first because you are a fraud. You claim to represent the aspirations of the people of Kashmir. You are a fraud group led by fraud leaders. And listen to me, Naeem Khan. Mr. Naeem Khan, you say you are fighting for the liberation of the people of Kashmir. If you are fighting for the liberation of Kashmir, why are you waving the Pakistani flag? Why are you waving the Pakistani flag?
Because
why?
I will answer.
Why are you waving the Pakistani flag?
In Kashmir, Pakistan has a strong constituency. So
you are revealing yourself on the Newshour tonight. This is exactly the point. Maroof, I think it has become as clear. Viewers, please see this. Viewers. These people have said for the longest time. Now Mr. Naeem Khan has actually become a spokesperson for the Pakistani government. Mr. Naeem Khan, you should be ashamed of yourself. You should be ashamed of yourself to ever say you speak for the people of Kashmir. You have begun arguing for the Pakistanis tonight. Yes, Maroof.
Time is now.
Yes, Maroof.
Every poll.
It's India talking to Pakistan.
Every
yes,
poll.
Maroof.
India.
Naeem Khan Saab.
Sit across the table with Pakistan.
Yes, Maroof.
Tashkent, in
Shows
Shah,
that
in
there are
Lahore,
still more
and they've been talking with
people who are
Pakistan.
leaning
Indian
towards
Prime
India
Minister
than towards
with
Pakistan.
Lahore.
Why is it why don't you wave also the Indian flag? Why don't you wave the Indian flag? Why only the Pakistani flag? And why not the Kashmiri flag? Why only the Pakistani flag? Quite clearly, you are paying the price back to your paymasters. You are being paid to do it. Otherwise, why not the Kashmiri flag? There are Kashmiris who argue that the Kashmiri flag should also be given importance.
A chance to decide their future.
The simple question tonight.
The point at issue, sir, when you say that Kashmiris have their own sentiment, you are trying to say that sentiment is reflected by waving the Pakistani flag. What about the Indian flag? What about other flags? Why only the Pakistani flag? Quite clearly, you people have very defined leanings and you are under pressure from your paymasters to toe the line or die.
We are there.
Okay, no, Shabnam Lone, I think today's debate has been very revealing. Today's debate has been absolutely, one second, I am coming to you. I am coming to you, but let me say one thing. I think today's debate, Shabnam Lone, has been very revealing for the simple reason that people will remember that on the 23rd of March 2016, on the Newshour, the Hurriyat officially started fighting for Pakistan. On the 23rd of March 2016, the Hurriyat supported the hoisting of the Pakistani flag in Srinagar. Now I ask every single Kashmiri watching this program tonight, wherever you are across Kashmir, in Kashmir or outside Kashmir, I ask you, how can Naeem Khan and his motley bunch of group, which calls itself the Hurriyat, which is an advocate of Pakistan, which openly is arguing for Pakistan, which is waving the Pakistani flag. I ask every single Kashmiri tonight, how the Hurriyat, which has declared itself officially to be a Pakistani agent on the Newshour tonight, how it can represent your interests. Shabnam Lone, I think that is the question which is at stake tonight. Shabnam Lone, I think that's the question tonight. You have declared yourself to be a Pakistani agent on a national program. You have declared yourself to be a Pakistani agent. Who are you speaking for, Naeem Khan, anymore? If you have any semblance of self-respect, please stop, Mr. Khan. Yes.
Okay, Arnab, can I answer now? Arnab, can I answer?
Go on.
Arnab?
Go ahead, ma'am.
Well, first of all, I would like to say today I am in complete agreement with what Mr. Maroof Raza Saab said. You know, Kashmiris, generations and generations of Kashmiris, whether it's Muslims, Kashmiri Pandits, we are being used as scapegoats in this drama, which is being created by both the governments just to please America.
No, that's not what Maroof is saying.
Are these governments serious?
Don't misinterpret
What are they
Maroof.
doing? They're just trying to please America.
You are misquoting Maroof.
I am not misquoting Maroof.
You are.
I am not misquoting Maroof.
Oh, yes, you are.
The question is, are they serious? Is government of India serious? Is the government of Pakistan serious about the Kashmir
And is the Hurriyat serious? Is the Hurriyat representative serious? Why don't you speak a word about how the Hurriyat has openly argued for Pakistan tonight? Why are you quiet on the waving of the Pakistani flag? What are you scared of? What are you scared of, Shabnam Lone?
I, as a common Kashmiri, I need the pearl of peace.
Well,
I need the pearl of peace.
Yes, and like the common Kashmiri, you have suffered because of Pakistan, and you know that tonight. Well, viewers, I think tonight's Newshour is very, very significant because on tonight's Newshour, the Hurriyat has officially become a spokesperson for the Pakistanis. Once again, I ask every Kashmiri tonight, every Kashmiri, that after this program where the Hurriyat has actually argued for the Pakistanis, how can you trust this group, this opportunistic paid group called the Hurriyat? I ask every Kashmiri, how can you ever trust this group of Pakistani agents? I thank you very much for joining me on debate number 1 on the Newshour tonight.